Hello and welcome again at Stocks Advisor channel. Today we will talk about Pool Corporation traded at Nasdaq, ticker name Pool. Well, the Pool is now actually in very interesting position because after having a major decline from the level of almost 390 like 5-6 trading sessions ago all the way until 320, now it made some nice rebounds and now sitting exactly at the moving average 50 with a doji candle, although intraday. By the way, we have here three moving averages, and moving average 50 is a blue line when the moving average 20 and 200 are green and red lines correspondingly. Here on the left you see their depiction. So coming back to the analysis, we are now sitting in this moving average 50, and of course the question is where we're heading from this, what are the possibilities, and if any, what should be the strategy to trade here. Well, let's analyze quickly Pool. You can see it's long time following so-called 20, 50, 200 pattern, and moving averages are aligned one on top of each other, meaning like it's indeed a mid-longer term safe to trade and growing. But you can see recently, starting from September and actually all the way until beginning of October, the price was the moving averages were mixing around. We saw a major decline of the wave and then actually rebounding, and then the price starting to grow again. Actually, even if you would imaginarily skip this period, you can say the price was kind of steadily growing effectively. Now what we have a broken line that started at the end of November, starting from moving average 20 as support line, and actually then it did break actually quite hard, and it started its let's say recovery when it touched the support line of the level of 320, which is kind of, although delayed but very well defined here, support line. Let's make it a bit more visible. Here it was at the beginning is more support line, then there's volatility somewhere in September, October, but again worked to support line at 8th of November. And now the question is where we're heading. Taking into account that we are already sitting at moving average 20 at another support line, which is actually at this level. It's, let's say, exactly at this level. So the question is, of course, it's not more about where we're heading, because overall it will be a volatility play here, but more about how to safely enter and exit here, so to know where to buy and exit. And with having said that, of course, we can say that momentarily we are kind of a bullish momentum, because the price RSI-wise, for example, did linearly decline indeed until the major drop we saw about 9 of November, and now it's in an upward trend. Also, if you look at the moving average 200, it's steadily growing linearly, so it's a very good indication that overall company is stable. Also, moving average 50, although it did decelerate in comparison at early periods, but this deceleration, if you look carefully, it's more like just a linear shift rather than kind of non-linear deceleration. So it did decelerate in comparison with before September line, but from September it's almost linearly growing up, and it's only moving average 20 that is volatile on those levels. So it would mean that overall we are kind of need just to follow volatility game of moving average 20 and enter and exit accordingly. And having said that, you can clearly see that if we have these two lines depicted, it's V1, let's draw it in below. So V1 line, the volatility, and then this green one, which we can call S1 line, where we're sitting today. So with this being on the chart, we can see, of course, that momentarily we are sitting on double support, which is moving average 50 and S1 line. And another thing which is very important here is that MACD histogram wise, we are very deep down and actually reaching the minimum, which is comparable with previous minimum of previous dip that took place somewhere of 10th of September. And now we should have a reversal move of MACD. It could be still not enough to completely go with MACD to positive zone, but it still should be enough to at least improve MACD, so to make at least second negative wave. And while we will be finishing the first negative wave, similarly we had, for example, here in June, July, or for example in August to September, while we'll be finishing the first negative wave, we will have a positive move. You can clearly see if you compare here and there, also here and there. So all the way you do first negative wave finishing or compensation at MACD, it usually means you are very bullish on the price action. And that's exactly the momentum now. So with this having said, we can expect a spiky move until at least moving average 20 here, so at least until 355, even somewhere higher, because there is one clear resist can be seen at the level of 370, or maybe a little bit below, somewhere here is actually double resist line. So something between 365, 370, and until that we can make a spike. So therefore it would be advised already a buy at this level. Let's make it a dark circle. But then again, depending on the action and also of course some catalysts, if price doesn't stay here, if it's not hold and it goes further down, then we need to prepare for deeper average down and be patient on that, in that sense, and we need to wait at least until we reach the level of another support line here, which is in this case S2, and it's 290 plus. So at that level, it would be actually between that level and moving average 200, which will work as a very solid support line, the average down, in case if this takes place. So what is advised here? It's a quick spike buying already. If not, then wait below the channel S1 and SMA 200 and then take another one. Overall, the stock is at least neutral, with this meaning that we should still volatile, if we call this R1, between R1 and S2. Overall, it's just about taking a nice entry. So between those channels, it's with average down approach quite safe play you can make here, even with little bit negative catalyst if it's coming. It even will help actually to reach the bottom of the channel R1 S2 and then start the recovery of the stock. With this, pool is opening some interesting opportunities here, of course, and it's advised to watch it carefully. If even you don't decide to buy the current levels, then at least wait a little bit further deep. If it happens, then you can take the bite here. But longer term, you can see overall the price is decelerating. Also moving averages, for example 50 is also kind of decelerating. So longer term, it's still expected to have some volatility and deceleration, again if no positive catalysts come, but momentarily it's opening interesting opportunities. With this we finish for pool. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. As you notice here, we give advice in advance, couple of weeks, sometimes from 2 to 5 weeks here, although it's momentarily advice. So it means that you can look previous videos and take your actually analysis. If you like it, you can place your alerts for the price and take the play if you like our analysis. Therefore, please follow our channel and view other videos. This way you will not miss interesting discussions for US-based stocks. See you at another episodes of Stocks Advising channel. Thank you.